Just before we get started, I just want to say a few words about Yvon Hill Adams. She was the former student athlete here who passed away this past Friday. I never got to meet her, but from everything I've heard about her, she was a talented player. Her nickname was The Thrill. And just from everything I've read and heard the last few days, she was an incredible woman who represented everything that the Aggie spirit is about. So just want to tell her family that we're thinking about him, we're praying for him. She has a son that plays. He actually had a game tonight, plays at Kansas, and so our hearts are just with them. And like we say at Texas A&M, here.
I guess, Joni, about your start, you had a start last time here. I guess you didn't follow through, but it looked like your start tonight might have been a little different, carried on throughout much of the game.
After we got that timeout, we're talking about just putting multiple efforts together on both sides of the ball and making sure that we have an elite mindset in everything that we do. And I thought we had a much better approach tonight. Did have to call that timeout in the third to kind of remind them of what our purpose was. But for the most part, I was really pleased with our effort.
What about whether it's turnovers, assists? What were you most pleased with, I guess? Because it looked like you had missed a few things you could pick tonight.
One of the things I'm really pleased about is that when we subbed, our consistency stayed at the same level. And that's been a challenge for us lately is, figuring out the combinations that work well together, but also just maintaining the same level when we sub. 23 assists is phenomenal. We've shared the ball really, really well this year. I thought 11 turnovers was too much for a team that didn't pressure us. I know that sounds picky, but I am going to be picky. I think we turned it over too much. And then we only had 4 offensive rebounds at halftime, and we challenged them in that area, and we finished the game with 17? So that was something that I was pleased to see in the third and fourth quarter.
Can you talk about Soay and her performance tonight, just getting an opportunity and knocking down some threes?
Yeah, really happy for her. She's someone who works really hard. She's always in the gym. She wants to do well. She's a high-level scorer. She's used to scoring the ball. And so, didn't play against Purdue and came back and had a really, really good mindset and attacked practice and attacked defense. And I think for her, she just freed her mind. She was pressing so much to score and to be perfect and do the right thing that when she did get a shot, I think she pressed a little bit. And so tonight, just to see her play free and relax and take the right shots and make the right passes, it was good to watch.
Joni mentioned that she learned some lessons from Purdue. What do you think some of those lessons were, and then how were they implemented tonight?
Well, one of the conversations we continue to have with our team is we don't know how to win. We won 9 games last year. Total, 5 in conference. We don't know how to win. And when you run across a team that plays together and knows how to win, we're going to get exposed. And that's what happened at Purdue. I'm glad it happened. We needed to be tested to figure out what our holes were and what our gaps were and what our deficits were. And so I think they learned that. We go into the finishing out the second quarter, 1:30, we're down 4, and we go into halftime down 11. That's an inexperienced team versus an experienced team. So we watched the film and we just talked about all the areas where it's really low-hanging fruit. It's not big things, but the little things add up, especially when you play against a team that's got experience and knows how to win.
Soay mentioned just Joni being a role model for her and looking up. What have you just seen from those two and their relationship?
Well, I think Joni is someone who wants to do the right thing, and she says the right things. It's really easy as coaches when you can coach your best player the hardest. And her personality allows you to do that. She's grown in her emotional maturity to where she can consistently lead and players listen. And so I think it's just an understanding of this is where I'm coming from. Our players receive it. When they're talking to her, when she needs correcting, she receives it. And that's something that's been really fun to watch with our entire team. It's about spending time with each other, knowing each other. And each one of them, you have to not talk to them differently, but knowing how you approach each player, especially when you're in the heat of the battle. But Joni is someone who she's one of the ones who consistently comes to practice every day, and you can hear her voice.
So you shot off well tonight by the numbers. How much that was your offense and how much that you think maybe was the opponent not able to stop?
Both, probably, because there were some shots we missed that we should have made. With that being said, I thought we took the right shots, and that's what we're looking for. You know, when you're playing against a team that's going to challenge us better, are we taking the right shots? And we took the right shots tonight.
Is that it?
Okay, ask that girl, what's her range? I mean, because those two in front of you, I don't know how many feet that is, but she got an open checkbook on that, so to speak?
Kennedy Wilson has an open checkbook to do whatever she wants. She's she shoots 40% for her career from three. Right-hand hard driver, competitive. I mean, she had 18. She gave us 18. She's someone who knows how to get to her spots for sure. Yeah.
He's talking about Soay, I think.
Yeah, Soay hit the,
Oh, you're talking about Soay.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, did she?
Oh, her range is when she walks into the building. That's what she would. That's what she would tell
I
you.
was gonna say, right, she didn't quite say, I asked her that.
What did she say?
I'll
She
go
said
back and
she
listen to
finished
the
it
tape.
with-
And Janai was like, oh, it's anywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Janae took over for it.
Yeah, of course she did. Yeah, her range is when she walks in the
Sorry,
building.
Joni, yeah, I mean-
No, I thought you meant Kennedy because she made one in front of me that was from deep too. So you can tell what my mind is on. Yeah, no, Shelley's got pretty deep range.
Because you guys had struggled on the threes a little bit
Mm-hmm.
at the home games, and today it looked like you were knocking them down pretty good.
We're capable. We've got to be consistent. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank y'all.
Thank you.